Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma, and in today's video we are going to be doing a Q&A answering questions all related to motherhood. So I went to Instagram and posted a story asking you guys to ask me some of your questions relating to motherhood, and so we got a few of them that I'm going to answer today. A lot of these questions could be very detailed and I could make a whole separate video on certain topics, which when I get to them I will let you know what those are, and if you're interested, let me know in the comments if you would like to see separate videos on those. But I thought it would be good to film a video like this so we can kind of answer all of those questions shortly in one video like this. And so sorry if the lighting keeps changing or if it's different from what you're going to see in a couple minutes. The intro that I filmed yesterday was completely blurry, so I have to redo it today. Put on the same clothes, and Amelia's up from her nap while I'm doing this, and my husband's at home, so you might hear her as well. But before we jump into the questions, I want to take a moment to thank Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. So Ana Luisa is a jewelry company that is completely carbon neutral. They're high quality pieces that are very affordable with prices starting as low as $39. They have such a vast range of pieces that I think will cater to anybody's taste, and they cater to mine so well. I love just gold, neutral pieces that are perfect for everyday wear, and you can easily find that on their website. So they did send me 4 pieces that I got to choose from, so I wanted to share those with you guys, and obviously I will be doing close-ups. And also, one piece worked out perfectly for Amelia, so you can get jewelry for your baby on there as well. I got 3 pairs of earrings and 1 necklace. The necklace that I am wearing right now has just been a perfect everyday staple. It is gold with cubic zirconia gems on them, and it's just very good for a staple to wear every day. So I've been wearing this every day since I got it. But these are just the most perfect gold hoops that are perfect for everyday wear. Just so classic, so simple and beautiful. So love these. Amelia is also sporting some Ana Luisa. These earrings came in at the perfect timing. Her little studs had fallen out, and so I got the package in from Ana Luisa, and I was like, these are the perfect little earrings. So I put them on, and they just look so cute on her. I'll have to do more of a close-up, but look at those, perfect. I feel so comfortable with her wearing these because they're gold plated, so I know that they're not going to cause an allergic reaction, and they're really good for her little baby ears. And she likes them too, right? So this is the packaging that all the jewelry pieces come in. So it's just this really pretty emerald green bag that is magnetized, and then the jewelry is just right inside of here. And it's just super simple, very classy, and I am obsessed. Their website has jewelry pieces starting as low as $39, and they're having sales all the time. And with your first order, you can get 10% off with my code EmmaCatherine10. So I definitely recommend you guys checking out Ana Luisa. I know for sure they'll have a jewelry piece that will be suited for everybody. It's very classic, but they also have unique pieces as well, which is perfect because I think everybody with different styles would be able to find something unique for them on the website. Okay, I'm going to jump into the questions now, with the first one being, how do you prepare for a natural labor? This is a question that I can make a whole video about, but I did want to answer it in this video and just kind of go over some of the basics. I think the main most important thing is to not be scared about having like an unmedicated birth. I think knowing to really work with your body and that the pain is going to be used for a purpose is really important. So I think to kind of get that drilled in your head, the most important thing to do is just do your research and educate yourself. I really like Built to Birth here on YouTube. I like watching all her videos. I read like Ina May's Guide to Childbirth, which is like very hippie and very like to the extreme of natural birthing. It was just inspiring to see and hear about other women's birth stories. That was very interesting to read about. If you've watched my birth story, which I highly recommend watching if you are wanting to do an unmedicated birth, or if you have to have an induction and you're still wanting to do that, that is what happened to me, and I was still able to do an unmedicated birth, and I had a really good experience. If that is something that would be encouraging to you, I definitely recommend you check out that video. But in the video I mentioned that I've always loved the idea of birth, and I wasn't really ever afraid of it. It was something that I was like excited to do. Obviously there are nerves always attached with it, but I think first and foremost I just knew that our bodies were created by God to do this, so I was excited to give birth. Other things that I did that I didn't do very well, but I did try, was eating dates. There's different recipes that you can do. I try to mix them in smoothies, eat them with peanut butter. You can even bake them and put peanut butter on top, which I did not do, but I've heard people really like. And then also drinking red raspberry leaf tea, and then also doing perennial massages with vitamin E oil just really can help like stretchen and loosen you before. It's especially good if you've already given birth in the past and have some scar tissue that can really help kind of stretch that out and prepare you for your next birth. So those are just some of the things that I did. Like I said, I can make a whole different video on it, but I just wanted to give a little bit of what I did in this video. Also, throughout my pregnancy, I had been planning to deliver at the birth center, so they require you to do childbirth classes. So I attended all of the childbirth classes, which really helped teach you, how to do breathing, what to expect. Breathing exercises are definitely really important. Just learning how to vocalize through your pain, and also Built to Birth. I think her name is Taylor here on YouTube. She just talked about like this J curve, so just letting your breathing and your like moans go like through you like a J, so kind of like working through your whole body. That was a really interesting perspective that I just tried to keep in mind while I was laboring. Classes really helped me in learning how to manage my pain and how to breathe through it. The next question is, what is my favorite place to buy baby clothes for Amelia? And I have loved buying clothes for Amelia. I like dressing her more than I like dressing myself. It's what all of my money goes to, is dressing this precious little babe. The place that I get the majority of her clothes is Jamie K, H&M. That's pretty much the main things. Kite Baby I really like, not for like cute necessarily, but just for comfy during the day, really good quality soft bamboo pieces. I also really like Gomi Baby or Gomi Kids, and then Spearmint Love or Spearmint Baby. They have like Riley and Crew, Quincy May, all that stuff on their website. They have their own brand too, so I love them. They have really good pieces that are really, really cute. And I do want to say I buy everything on sale, and then I also buy a lot of them through like buy sell trade groups on Facebook, so I can get them for discounted prices, and then I also just can resell them when she goes out of them. So I definitely recommend joining buy sell trade groups. There's a Jamie K, there's like a Target, Old Navy, like a big group of all these different brands that has H&M a part of it as well. There's Kite Baby groups, Posh Peanut, all this stuff like that. So I definitely recommend joining one of those groups, but when I buy new clothes, it's usually from H&M. The next question is, did you struggle with postpartum or adjusting to motherhood? And I am so grateful and blessed that I feel like my postpartum journey went so smooth. I've mentioned in other videos that pregnancy was not the easiest for me, just mentally and physically. I think I was sick throughout my whole pregnancy, just natural at the beginning, and then more so like anxiety is what caused it towards the end. So I was just pretty miserable my whole pregnancy, but like as soon as I was in labor, that whole process went so smoothly, and then just the adjustment to postpartum went so well as well. My healing was really quick. I really wasn't uncomfortable at all. And then mentally I was just so happy, so ready to start my new life as a mom with Zach and with Amelia. I haven't really thought about this question honestly, but I'm just so happy that postpartum went so well for me. And I know that's not always the case for everybody, and it's just a different situation for me. Like my postpartum or my pregnancy period was rough, but then I was really blessed to have an easy transition to postpartum. So yeah, it went really well. Adjusting to motherhood is obviously a huge change. It's really different, but I've also told Zach before, it's different, but it's like, I feel like she's been part of my life forever, and I feel like my life has not changed that dramatically. Like, I feel like our lifestyle is still the same, we just bring her along with us, and it's just made our life even better, like having her a part of it. I feel like we still can do all the things that we used to do, and we just bring her along, which I can get into more in a separate question, but it's just been a really, really, really smooth and sweet transition. The next question is, have I been teaching Amelia sign language? And I have been trying to do it. Probably not as much as I would like to, but I've definitely been trying to do like please with her more, all done, milk, and I've been saying it with the words and like showing her the item so she can kind of associate it. So like when she's eating, if she starts whining, I'll be like more, which she hasn't really done yet, but I have noticed when she's like upset and just really like overly tired, she'll start like doing this, and I'm like, is she saying please? Like I think she is, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'm still trying to kind of drive it into her in hopes that eventually she'll pick it, like one day it will all pick up for her. But I have been using this Lovevery book from their play kits. We love Lovevery here in this household. She plays with their items from the play kit seriously every day. I have a link for you to get stuff from Lovevery down below as always, so you can buy something through there. It is an affiliate link, just so you're aware, but I love Lovevery. They're like Montessori based. But the most recent play kit we got from them had this book called My First Sign. So it has like hungry, eat, more, drink, all of the kind of more basic signs. So I show her this too, and we kind of read it together. So that's been really helpful and fun because I definitely want to implement sign language into her early development in language. Next question is, how did the weaning process with breastfeeding go? And it actually did go well. It was halted to a stop before I think I was really ready, but it still went well. I think Amelia was ready to be done too, which helped with the transition, but my body just wasn't producing what she needed. I went back to work, and I think like 3 months after pumping at work, just my supply really tanked. Like she would drink 4-ounce bottles, so I would have to get 4 ounces at least each pumping session. And when it got to the end, I was getting like 2 ounces a whole day, and I would pump 3 times a day. Like some pump sessions I would get less than an ounce. And I was clocking out too, and it just was not worth it. I was like, honestly, the formula is cheaper than the time I'm spending clocking out to pump. So it was just really disheartening, and I loved breastfeeding. I really did. And so I wanted to make it to like 9 months to a year. We got to, I think, a little over 7 months, almost 8. So I am really happy with that. But she's also like a distracted eater, which I was like that as a baby too, according to my mom. And she would do the exact same thing that I would do. She would just like unlatch, look around, just really not interested. Like, it makes sense that she was ready to be done, which definitely helped with this transition. Like, if I wasn't making enough milk and she desperately wanted to like nurse off me, that would have been so sad. I think the saddest part of it all, oh, I could just cry thinking about it. I hate when something is the last time you ever do it and you don't know it. Like, I don't know the last time that I nursed her, which I'm also kind of glad, because I think if I did know, I would have been like so upset in the moment, but I also would have taken it in more. Like, you know when you have a bag of candy and you know it's the last one and you like savor it? Like, I kind of wish that I knew that was the last one. But it's gone as well as it could, and I'm really proud of how far we did, and I definitely am excited to breastfeed my other children in the future, because it is just such an amazing bond that you can't get from anything else. So I loved it. Sad to be done, but also there is flexibility and easiness with formula feeding, so there's pros and cons to both. So I got a lot of questions like, tell me about sleep training, also how do you manage time with baby, friends, and your spouse? And I think that all kind of goes in, not necessarily like the sleep training, but you know, living a life with your baby on a routine and a schedule. I think it's really kind of hard and almost impossible to have a life that's balanced if you don't have any form of like structure in it. I know some people might not agree with that, but I feel like me and Zach and Amelia are all just so happy with the way that we have kind of structured our life, like very predictable. Obviously we're very like flexible too. Like, there's some days where we have to go out and she misses a nap or something, and it's not the end of the world. But it's also so nice to be, when you're home, know this is kind of how the day is going to go. I have time at this part of the day to do so-and-so. She'll go to bed at 7 p.m. every night, and then me and Zach have until we go to bed to spend together. And it's just so nice to know that. Or like, Amelia will go to bed at 7 and I can go have a night out with friends. I am all for taking care of babies, baby-wise. It has just made our life in the transition to parenthood so great. I can do a whole separate video on it, but that's my answer for how I manage, you know, keeping up with my social life, my relationship with my husband, and work, and spending time with Amelia, and, you know, having time for myself too. So that's my short answer to a long question. As far as sleep training goes, I'll have to make a whole separate video on that. There's just a lot that goes into it. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see that, and I can definitely work on everything that I've done, kind of templated into a video. It is hot in here, guys. Our house is old, and doesn't have central AC, so we have window units that really do cool down the room, but they're loud, so I have it turned off, and I'm sweating. I'm not even a sweaty person, that just shows. And it's like 100 degrees today. No, I'm serious. Indiana was hit with like the biggest heat wave ever. Okay, the last question I'm going to answer today is what were my pregnancy must-haves? So kind of gathered a few items in my house that I definitely used pretty much every day throughout my pregnancy. And the first one being bio oil. This is what you use to prevent stretch marks, and also it helps with scarring. I did this every day on my belly, I think starting in like maybe the 3rd trimester, maybe a little bit before. Probably maybe around like 24 weeks when you start to get like a more noticeable bump. I didn't get any stretch marks. I don't know if there's a lot of genetics that play into it, but I didn't know if this had any role or factor in that, or if it is solely just genetics, but I really did enjoy using this, and it definitely helped my skin not feel itchy and just made it feel really moisturized, and it like refreshed and still, I don't know what the word is, like bouncy. And just healthy throughout my pregnancy. So I definitely recommend bio oil. It's not too expensive. So I loved this. As far as nausea, oh my gosh, I was nauseous and throwing up the whole pregnancy. So I do have some tips. First, for medication, if you want to do something that's not prescription, you can try a mixture of Unisom and vitamin B6. You take the vitamin B6 throughout the day, and then the Unisom I would do half a tablet at night. If you do a full tablet, it makes you really tired the next day. It's pretty much a sleep aid, but it does help with the nausea. So those in conjunction work really well for nausea. So that's something you can try as far as medication wise. And then also I really enjoyed tea. The morning sickness ginger orange tea from the brand Pink Stork. You can just get this at Target. I thought this tasted so good. I would mix it with honey, and it just helped me with my evening nausea. So I liked this a lot. Then I also had really bad heartburn, so the chewy Tums were my best friend. I don't like Tums that are like the chalk kind. So these chewy mixed berries ones, I was popping like crazy. So, like those. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know other video requests that you have in the description or in the comments down below. And also don't forget to check out Ana Luisa and use my code EmmaCatherine10 for your very first purchase from Ana Luisa. Their jewelry pieces start at $39, and I know that you'll find something that you love. So definitely check them out and let me know what you get. Alright, I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. Bye.